Hey guys, I wanted to make this quick video just to introduce Maya 2016. There's a lot of new changes here. Most notably are the interface design, all new icons, new layout. The shelves are different, the menus are different. So I just wanted to go over a little bit. In terms of modeling, the curves and surfaces have been combined, so all NURBS operations are now together with the curves in shelf. Polygons is here, same all. We have a new sculpting shelf. You can actually sculpt Mudbox. The Mudbox engine is now within Maya. You don't have the subdivision level control yet. Hopefully that's coming soon. But you can still use the different brushes available in Mudbox. If you're using Mudbox, this will be very familiar to you. In Maya, there's a rigging shelf. There's some new rigging tools. Everything else pretty much the same. Also, the menus are changed. So modeling, there's no polygons or surfaces menu here. It's only modeling. And our the mesh, edit mesh tools, those look slightly different now. There's a mesh display which kind of combines some of the other menus. There's into this mesh display one, which is pretty nice. There's also curved surfaces all up here, and we have the form, which is great. Before you used to have to go to animate to create some of these deformers. Now you can do it right within the modeling tool set. The UVs have gotten reworked, so there's a lot of new tools. You see right here, they're highlighted green, and I'll go over them as I'm making tutorials. So going through each one is going to take a little too long. The other thing is, this was also introduced in Maya 2015, but it's more noticeable in 2016. You can have basically color control now within the viewport, and by default it's on. And if you make a cube, you can see it's going to be pretty bright. So you can turn it off if you want, and then it's back to the way it used to look. Also, the default background is now this one, which is pretty nice. So you can still go back to the shaded one if you want, the graded one, and it's just Alt B to switch between them. The other thing that's really different is the hypershade. So if I open up the hypershade, there's now a button right here on top, which we used to not have. And what's nice about the hypershade is that any material you create now gets a node view down here. Right here, if you have Mentor installed, you have to install Mentor separately. It doesn't install now anymore. So if you download Maya 2016, you can get the trial or you can get the student versions completely free. You have to download Mentor separately. So just go in, do a search for Maya 2016 Mentor. It'll be a free download link. If you set the renderer here in the material viewer to Mentor, you can now set, if this is off, you just see the material. But you can also set predefined images for to preview your shader. So if we click on the different ones, there's neutral, there's color, there's all different ones. You can also add your own, and you can see there's our preview, and you can change the shape. The default is the shader ball. I just went to the teapot, but there's different ones you can create. Glass splash, it's pretty simple, pretty nice. It's actually really helpful for look development. And right here, this is actually not the options for your blend. These are some of the common options that they expect you to use. And you can click this button here, which will take you to the blend. These are all the blend options. And if you click it again, it goes back to the look dev view. The node editor is pretty nice. You have this right here, and which basically, this is your blend, and you have all the inputs here. So like, let's say we create a checkerboard, and we're gonna connect the out color to, let's say you're using it somewhere different than like color, so let's say specular color. So when we look at it, you can see in the spec, that's what it would look like. So if we assign it to this cube, press 6, you can see there's our spec checkerboard. But let's say you want to look at the map itself. All you have to do is click this little S. So every node now has this S, and when you click it, it will show you just the texture, and it will actually show you in the viewport the texture applied to your object, which is really nice. You always have to create all of these workarounds to get this, but now it's by default is in there. So it's pretty nice and handy. I would suggest you check it out. Arnold's supposed to be coming out with a plugin this week, they said, the latest update, which will which will support 2016, and I'm not sure if it's going to support this, the material viewer. I'm hoping it does. We'll see when it releases. Hopefully V-Ray will come out soon, and RenderMan. So that's that. What else? I mean, that's about it. Oh, there's a couple tools that I've already noticed that are missing from the modeling shelf, and they're not in the menus either. And these are actually these two tools. We have the polyCut tool, and the Polygon Split tool, and the polyCut faces tool. I don't know why they're gone. I mean, this one has the icon, but this one still doesn't have the icon, the new icon. So I'm not. You couldn't get to it before, but it's actually really easy. I'm going to post the script, the command for it, in the description. Basically, if you click the tool, let's clear this. Let's see, it's the polySplit. So I'll post the command in the description, and then we have the polyCut tool. I guess they want you to use the, which is the polyCut right here. I guess they want you to use the original, the new multi-cut tool. The problem is the multi-cut tool does have a cut, so you can actually drag. But what if you're zoomed in? If I'm like this and I want to make a cut going straight up, nothing happens. You have to go through the object. So you have to zoom out to go through the object completely. But the problem is, if I zoom out like this, I don't have. I'm guessing where it is. If I want to zoom in and really get it close to where I want to drop the line, I can't do that anymore. But with the Cut Faces tool, I can zoom in, line up, and just click, drag. That's it. See, which you can't do with a new tool. So there they are. And the way you do it is pretty simple. You just, if I take the, let's say, polyCut, I can take that, put a semicolon there, click enter. It'll create the tool and it'll put it right here in your toolbox, and you can just middle drag it right into your shelf like that. Where's the garbage can? That looks like it's missing. Huh. There used to be a little garbage can there. Okay, I guess we can delete it this way. And just hit the garbage, little garbage can there. Alright, and then I like to just keep it where my other cut tools are, right there. And it's the same with the split tool. Once you use it, it'll drop it down here, and you can just middle mouse drag it into your shelf. Okay, so any other tools that you're missing, you know, that's how you can get them back. Alright, so that's about it. I'm still working on a bunch of tutorials. There's a couple I'm working on. Some of them are taking longer, and I don't want to make a lot of different parts. I think it'll just be too boring to watch. So I'm kind of working on them a little bit, and I'm going to edit them together. So stay tuned, and if you guys have ideas for any kind of short tutorials you want me to do, let me know. If there's something you don't understand, just post it in the comments. Alright, thanks for watching.